Guys, at this point I'm like near tears with this. I have filmed this voiceover now 4 times. I have already posted it, and then I clicked on it first, like I was like looking at the videos and like hating myself and listening to myself talk, and I was like, wait a minute, this says there's no audio. Are you serious? And it like had taken me 3 times to get that audio, and it deleted. So you know what? I'm near tears, and so I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just gonna ramble on and see where this goes, because I don't know how great this is. This is the hipster couple for my new save. They live in 131021 Sheik Street. They live near Penny Pizzazz, and another family that I made called the Summer Family with the alien mother. And their apartment was actually really interesting to build because it is cluttered, it is crazy. It's one of my favorite things to build, is really crazy, weird styled apartments. And all the apartments in Sheik Street, or whatever apartment complex I don't know what this complex apartment is technically called. They're all really interesting, and I haven't done Pennies yet, but like the other two, the new townies that I made, are very interesting styles. Their hipster is what I'm putting. This is Lou, I believe, correct? They're the Carters, but I just put them as that one hipster couple because clickbait. Not really. They are up on the gallery, Erin Claire Sims on the gallery, and they are labeled that one hipster couple. They have one daughter named Edith, and the joke is that she's named after Henry. Is that the husband's name? I don't know. Well, it's named after the husband's great-great-great-great-grandmother, and he has glasses, but he has 20/20 vision, and it's just like, it's full of just like weird little jokes about like what people think hipsters are like, and the apartment's kind of has vintage-esque stuff, but it's also just kind of crazy and cluttered. And their daughter Edith's wow, I can't speak. Edith's room is a little more laid back and calm, I guess you could say, and their room is just like a total mess. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's Lynn. Her name is Lynn. Lynn Carter is what I ended up naming her. And they're both like very much about the city of San Myshuno, about the culture and everything. And she's more of an insider. She wants to be in like a club. Oh, Darius Carter. He wears glasses, but he has 20/20 vision, and he's actually a very cute Sam. He's very cute. His skin tone is like absolutely gorgeous, and his eyes are just beautiful, and he's beautiful. Today I got a message, or was it yesterday? I made a cast video for one of my favorite series called the Grey Wolf series. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And I had messaged the author Quinn Loftus, and she messaged me back, and then I told her I was making a video. I sent her a link to the video, and it had been like a couple weeks, and I was like, oh, she's probably just busy and whatever. And then she messaged me back, like I think yesterday, and she was just like, oh my gosh, I love your video, thank you so much. I linked it on my Facebook. Sure enough, she had linked it on her Facebook and her Twitter, and she had subscribed to me, and so now I have like almost 100 views on that video, and compared to my other videos, which have like maybe 10 max. So I was just like, this is freakishly exciting. Like, I love her books, and I do want to make more cast videos for that. I just have to get together descriptions. So if you guys want to check that out and check out the books, I do have a link to the book series and her website on that video. It was really, oh my gosh, insane. Like, no one expects their like favorite author to ever message them back. No one expects like the person they like look up to ever message them back. So when she did, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the most insane thing to ever happen to me. I'm just like screaming, and I was just like freakishly excited. I went total nerd mode, and I'm like, holy crap, Quinn Loftus noticed me. This is little Edith Carter. She's a little bit of a genius girl, and if she was like a teenager, I'd also give her the loner trait. And I became weirdly obsessed with the glasses with the white rims because it just like makes it stand out, and it's really pretty. I didn't want to give her, the idea is that she's not really a hipster like her parents. She doesn't really care about that. To her, that like doesn't matter. And so she and her parents like get along like it's nothing like that. They just don't like see eye to eye on everything. Like, she's just like, she thinks they're slightly ridiculous with how crazy they are. And she's freakishly smart, like insanely smart, and like, her parents aren't unintelligent, they're just, like, no one in their family is that level of intelligence, so they're like, where did this come from? The apartment is a very small apartment. I love making small apartments, one, because they don't take as long to make, but also because it's such a challenge to see how much you can fit. And like I said, in every other build that I've done, I am putting laundry in just because I want to try to use as much of the game as I can. And I tried to use this sign, but it just didn't fit anywhere, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna give up on that. Weirdly enough, this isn't my favorite kitchen. I just didn't love how it turned out. This is not a under 20k apartment. I believe it ended up being like 30, but the idea isn't that they're poor, it's just that, like, they don't have a ton of money and they spend more money on, like, random things. Like, they'd be the type to go to the flea market and whatnot. And I am on a kick of doing tons of apartments, and I am super excited about the renovations I've been doing of Max's builds. I've always tried to use this stovetop, but I don't think I ended up using it. And I've almost finished the Spice District families. I'm waiting for the patch update with the fashion influencer to come out, so that because one of my apartments in the Spice District, she's a vampire sim, but with no dark form. She's a good vampire, whatever. She is a fashion influencer, that's the idea. She has, like, cute pixie pink hair. It's really cute. She's a cute sim. I forgot what I named her. What did I name her? I don't remember. I made her a very long ass time ago. And I'm doing the 100 baby challenge in Little Simsy's Simsy save, so check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And shout out to Bazerlines, by the way, because she has watched, like, I'm pretty sure, like, all my videos, and she, like, is very sweet and comments on them, and she's hysterical, and I like her videos, so please check her out. I'll try to link her channel if I can ever figure out how to do that. I'm terrible at that. What kind of, like, do you guys have any ideas of, like, what families you guys think I should put in? Do you have any, like, ideas of Max's builds on the gallery that you think I should put in? What you think I should do? Do you think I should make another kids hangout? Because I do have one up where I turned a cabin into a kids hangout and put it in Granite Falls. Do you think I should do another one of that for, like, Newcrest? Or do you think I should do you have, like, any ideas for different storylines for townie families? Because I am going to, with the Jangs, I'm going to do that sometime today. Like, obviously it's not going to be posted the day you see it, where I'm going to give them 2 daughters instead of just one. Like, so right now they have one daughter, Billy, and I'm going to give her a twin sister named Bobby. I don't know why, I just think that'd be really interesting, because, like, obviously Bobby is a girl's name also, just like Billy is a girl's name also, so I was like, that works. I usually make her a toddler, but I was like, you know what, no, I'm going to make her a twin of Billy, and that'd be interesting. And then, I haven't decided if I'm going to give the Landgrabs a toddler, but I am going to give the Goths a toddler for sure, but I haven't gotten to them because those houses take forever to renovate. So I have made some families that live in houses rather than apartments. It just takes so long to build. And I do have some, like, Sims that I make homeless. So, like, Gita Rasoya, probably going to be homeless. Who else is going to be homeless? Because I just don't, like, the BFF household is going to be homeless because I took out their house because it's impossible to renovate because it's that ugly. And I think I might make Dennis Kim homeless because, like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense that they would have that many people living in their household. It doesn't make any sense. And if you go on Maxis's gallery, they have the original house, because I think they were originally supposed to be the Andersons, because it's called the Anderson house, and I renovated that, and I'm renovating it again and making a new family for it, and they're going to be in Newcrest. And then there's the Franklin Bell house, and that is a family in Newcrest that I'm still renovating now. I've already renovated it once, but I'm renovating it again because I didn't like how it turned out. At least for the new Sims I created. Like, the Franklin Bells, I think I've created like 20 times now. Oh my gosh, my throat is killing me and I don't know why. Probably because I've been talking too much. I cannot wait for next semester, but honestly, signing up for classes is a nightmare. Did I put in a TV in this household? I don't know if I did. For some reason, the kids' room always ends up being an afterthought to me, and I have no idea why. BB dot move objects on, I didn't use too much. I think everything works the way it should, no promises. And I ended up using one of the city living benches, and I've been doing that in a couple of my builds because I just think it looks super cool and it works for their like hipster aesthetic, if you ask me, just kind of the way they are. I haven't decided on jobs for many of the families. I haven't gone all the way with that. I've been starting with just like the houses and then putting them in the save, giving them skills because I want them to have skills and whatever, and going wherever that works. I didn't spend a ton of time on the bedrooms just because I spent so much time on the rest of the house, because like to me the bedrooms I don't spend too much time on because literally it's just a ton of work, and I try to put like a freakish amount of detail into these builds so that there's like little trinkets around the house. Like I try to put shelves in and put a bunch of random trinkets. The problem is that I still need to figure out how to add like non-shelf using objects to the thing. I'm terrible with building. I'm trying to figure that out, but like I'm not very good at it, so watch me suffer. So the idea is that I'm also going to make Edith like the top level scout, so she has these trophies. There's just a bunch of random junk sitting around the house. They're not traditional, they're not the traditional family, so it's just kind of a crazy house. And I made sure to not block off anything that they'd need to fix. I don't think I did. I might have blocked off maybe one thing. Maybe in the parents' household I blocked off one of them for the mice thing. But I tried not to do that because I did that in Salim's apartment, and that was a nightmare to deal with. I actually redid Salim's apartment, so like I have Sims the same myshuno. Salim, he was the first one I did. I ended up having to redo that because I lost the apartment in the save I did, and I ended up hating how it worked because it just like none of it was functional, and I was getting super frustrated, so I deleted that. It's still the same family, it's still Sammy and him, his son Sammy, but it's now a different apartment. Or just, it's still in the same place, it's just a different design, and I don't know what's happening. I think this is when my thing freezes. Okay, well, you know, and I changed the colors of the walls. I wanted the walls to be just kind of randomly colored, and I don't love the kitchen, to be honest. It looks very similar to like every other kitchen I've ever done, but like it's also at the same time not the greatest, so I don't love it, and I don't know why I spent so much time on making the rest of this when I should have been focused on Edith's room, because Edith is like my favorite character of this family, but for some reason I did her an injustice and did not give her a very detailed room. I mean, it looks pretty, it's a very pretty room, it just didn't take me very long because obviously it's a small room. And the same happened with like the other family that lives in this this apartment complex. Like the son has a very small room. And usually with places like this, I do the thing where like do a thing where the parents don't have a room, they just have like an open space for their beds. Like they just, it's kind of like a loft style, like open floor plan, I guess it's called. I don't know. And I am really into using that. I do that a lot. But I didn't for this one just because like it didn't work for how everything was situated. And I don't know, it didn't work. I don't know why my screen is doing this. I was like trying to fit everything in their room, but it was not working. I didn't love how their room turned out, but it was meant to be just like a bunch of random crap because they just collect a bunch of random crap. I might design them like a store. I'm trying to add more stuff in, so maybe I'll have them own a store. I haven't totally decided, and I'm trying to do my own builds, but I'm terrible at them because like there's not a lot of starter homes on Maxis's thing, and I don't like the starter homes that are in the game, so I'm like, I need to do my own builds, but I'm terrible at building, so like there's that problem. So like I don't know what's gonna happen. Who knows? You never know. I'm terrible, but we work with it. I don't know why I wanted to put like that bar in there, but I liked that idea. It looked cute, and then I just used these random shelves and this nonsense. I think I'm gonna have Darius be like an author, and Lynn, I'm gonna have her not have a job. I think I'll have her be unemployed or something, or maybe she'll be like an actress once the Get Famous thing is. I want to do a Get Famous LP. I just haven't decided like what I'm gonna do with that. I don't really want to work with the acting thing too much. I kind of want to make best friends and then do one who's acting, one who's fashion influencer, see how that goes. And So I'm going to design kind of like a trashy apartment for that, but I'm not going to use any of the Get Famous stuff for the design thing, because from what I understand, the Get Famous stuff has a lot of like, it's more rich stuff, so I'm going to design it using just random stuff. And I am planning on doing like a base game only build sometime, but I don't know when that will be. And I want to do a base game only family cast thing, because I haven't done that a ton, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna skip a ton of this and go right to Edith's room. So this is Edith's room. I made sure to put in like a desk, shelves, a lot of books, because she's a genius. She's like a bookworm. She, like, if I aged her up to young adult the way I want her to be, like the way I would play the story, is she would end up being a bookworm, loner, and genius. That would just how I would have her be, and she'd probably be like an astronaut or like a doctor. And I don't think she'd have an exceptionally close relationship with her parents. I think she'd be closer to her father than her mother, because her mother is kind of more of a childish Sim. I've been creating a lot of families where the parents aren't like the best parents, but like I wanted to create storylines, and that's just how it ended up working out. Like I have one family where it's a teenage aunt taking care of her niece because her sister like just doesn't live with them and doesn't whatever. That's the Mayfield household. I haven't done the voiceover for, so be on the lookout for that. I literally just always put a bunch of random junk on the shelves. It's utter nonsense. It never makes sense. I just put as much stuff as I can manage to fit, and it looks like nonsense. I said that already. I'm terrible at this. And I believe this is the end. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if this voiceover doesn't work, I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. Bye!